When it comes to coin collecting, some of the most overlooked treasures are right under our noses, or rather, in our loose change. One such coin is the 1990 Jefferson Nickel. At first glance, it might seem like just another 5-cent piece you'd hand over at the store without a second thought. But here's the twist. Certain versions of this coin can be worth far more than their face value, and the reasons behind their value are pretty fascinating. Today, let's dive into the history, design, minting details, and the hidden gems that make the 1990 Jefferson Nickel worth talking about. The Jefferson Nickel has been part of U.S. currency since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, with the word Liberty in script style to his right, along with the date. On the reverse, you'll find an image of Monticello, Jefferson's iconic Virginia home, along with the denomination 5 cents and the words E pluribus unum and United States of America. Over the decades, the Jefferson Nickel has seen minor design changes, but the 1990 issue largely followed the standard design that had been in place since the late 1960s. In 1990, the coin was produced at 3 mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia mint coins have no mint mark, the Denver mint coins carry a small D to the right of the portrait, and the San Francisco mint coins, struck as proofs for collectors, bear an S mint mark. In total, the mintage numbers were quite high for circulation strikes, over 661 million from Philadelphia and about 1.4 billion from Denver. The San Francisco proof coins, on the other hand, had a much smaller mintage of around 3 million, all made with a high-quality mirror-like finish for collectors. Now, with such massive mintage figures for circulation coins, you might be wondering, why would a 1990 Jefferson Nickel be valuable at all? The answer lies in condition, errors, and specific varieties. In everyday circulated grades, these coins are typically only worth their face value. However, in pristine mint state grades, especially MS67 or higher, they can command impressive premiums from collectors due to their scarcity in perfect condition. High-grade examples are difficult to find because nickels tend to take a beating in circulation. They get scratches, nicks, and wear very easily. One of the key value drivers for the 1990 Jefferson Nickel is mint errors. Error coins are like a lottery ticket for collectors, rare and exciting. Some known 1990 nickel errors include off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing due to misalignment, double dies, where elements of the design appear doubled due to a hubbing issue, and clipped planchets, where a small crescent-shaped portion of the coin is missing because the blank metal sheet wasn't cut properly. These errors can increase the value dramatically, sometimes into the hundreds of dollars depending on rarity and demand. Then there are the proofs. The 1990 S-proof nickels are gorgeous coins with frosted designs and mirrored fields, but what makes them truly valuable is finding one in a flawless PR70 condition. Collectors love deep cameo proofs with perfect contrast between the frosted design and shiny background. While common proofs might only be worth a few dollars, perfect grade proofs can sell for well over $100. It's also worth noting that Jefferson Nickels, including the 1990 issue, are part of one of the longest-running coin series in U.S. history. Many collectors aim to complete a full set of every date and mint mark from 1938 to present. This long-term popularity ensures that even modern dates like 1990 will continue to have collector interest far into the future, especially in top grades or with notable errors. If you happen to find a 1990 Jefferson Nickel in your change, the first step is to check the mint mark. Philadelphia and Denver coins are common, but Denver strikes tend to have slightly sharper details in higher grades. If your coin looks unusually shiny or sharp, you might have an uncirculated example worth keeping. Look closely under good lighting. Even small scratches can drop a coin's grade and value significantly. For error hunting, a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe is essential. As of today's market, a standard 1990 P or 1990 D Jefferson Nickel in average circulated condition is worth just 5 cents. But an MS66 example might fetch $10 to $15, and an MS67 can bring in $50 to $100 or more, depending on demand. Rare mint errors or perfect proof coins can push those numbers much higher. In fact, some record sales for high-grade examples have crossed the $500 mark. This is why coin collecting is such an exciting hobby. Something that seems completely ordinary might actually be a hidden treasure. A simple 5-cent coin from 1990 could be worth many times its face value if it's the right variety, error, or grade. And the best part? You never know when one will pop up in your pocket change. coin jar, or an old collection. So next time you come across a 1990 Jefferson nickel, take a moment before spending it. Check the mint mark, examine the condition, and see if there's something special about it. Who knows? That small piece of metal could be a small fortune in disguise.